Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and we are on to another new mission today. So, we're definitely making it there. I believe this is the halfway point for all the missions here. Acts of God, Mount Kraken, a cursed volcano, and rich in gold is the center of this story of intrigue with the Axes. As disaster looms, they demand their share, while Presidente also has to deal with a saboteur disguised as a penguin. Interesting. So of course we're going to be playing on the hard difficulty, so let's see what this mission has for us.
Do you remember Mount Kraken, Presidente? Intrigue with the Axis, sabotage in a wimple, and gold. Oh, the gold. But this story began many centuries ago, when the ancient civilization of the Izcas, rather eccentrically, decided to live beneath the volcano that they worshipped. Disaster loomed. Years later, as the Allies and Axis clashed across the globe, all that remained of the Izca people was their fabled treasure, and its conveniently undefined curse. Time is precious, Presidente. Especially your time, as you are the busy leader of a nation.
Cool. So I do have kind of an interesting idea here. Something I've never really done. I kind of want to check out open ballot elections. Employees of governmental buildings vote for El Presidente regardless of their approval. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Armed forces, let's go with professional soldiers.
Ah, Presidente. Does this island belong to you? It is very nice.
Let's go ahead and restart the mission actually, and then we can skip the opening cinematic to give us a couple more months.
Ah, Presidente. Does this island belong to you? It is very nice. And now that the need for pleasantries is over, let us make a deal.
You see, the Chancellor wants the gold that is buried beneath Mount Kraken. But that is not all. Have you heard of the treasure of the Izca Presidente? Or the curse of the Izca, who were doomed by the volcano? Who were doomed? They must have worshipped it badly. We will do better, yeah? Okay, so we need to have 2 gold mines, export 1,000 units gold, and reach a relation of at least 50 with the Axes. Cool. So let's go ahead and begin setting this all up. We're going to have to choose our constitution again, which is fine. Open ballot elections. Let's actually keep it on militia now that I'm thinking about it. Now, employees of government buildings will vote for us no matter what. So all we really need to do is guarantee that these people are at least happy. Yes. And let's go ahead and look around and try and set up 2 gold mines. Ooh, look at that. There is plenty of gold all over this volcano here. So let's start by exploiting this vein here. All we need to do is set up a Teamsters port here. That should be it. Besides, I guess just a road. Let's quick build the Teamsters port.
Time is precious, President.
And let's simply extend a road out on this way. Cool. Now, so because we're going with open ballot elections, we're going to want to sort of segregate our island on out a bit. And what I mean by that will become clear as time goes on, but we want all of our government buildings and stuff to have maxed out budgets. We want them to be like super rich and wealthy and happy and have all of the various goods and stuff provided to them. And then everyone else, we could care less about them. So to make for a pretty interesting flavor of an island here, I think at least. Open ballot elections. I believe I actually went with the open ballot elections in one of the series that I made, which was the safety regulations. Let's go with the lowest budgets on like everything. We don't need it to be the highest. Yes, should be okay. Actually, the palace we want maxed out. All of these we can lower to the minimum. That's fine. Pasture prohibition, multicultural, losing us quite a bit of efficiency, but it should be okay in the end. Go ahead and lower the budget here. Get the upgrade here. Let's max out the budget here. All you can drink there. Lowest budget there. Max out the budget for the guard towers. Nobody will probably be able to afford this apartment, so let's go and demolish it now. And that should be fine. So now our island is incredibly cheap to maintain. And that's very good for us. Also getting the mines up and running. We can change these to profit protocol and go with the lowest budgets. And yes. So, everyone's going to be rather unhappy. But we could set up plenty of military buildings, do government and finance, and that should be all fine and dandy. And so we're going to relocate literally every single building here eventually. Oh, we have more stuff over here. We have a textile mill. Interesting. Some llama ranches, groceries. We can max out the budget on that for now. Teamsters offices, lowest budget. Power plant, lowest budget. Mine, lowest budget. Cool. And even then, we're still making some pretty decent money off of our exports, it seems. Cool. So that all seems good. Now, I do want to relocate everyone over here to this little island, I think. Most of the population. And then we'll only have like the government and stuff over here. Then we gotta do is simply export gold. No one's gonna want to work in these gold mines for a while. Let's see what our... We only have 9 unemployed people. Or 4 unemployed people, so let's go ahead and hire in 5 people for the gold mines, and that should be fine. Cool. Things are sort of looking up at least. It's going to be kind of a bit tricky to go about relocating all of this, but I suppose that we should start sooner rather than later. Looks like this is... Ooh, you know what? We should relocate everything to here, I would say. Because here, in the very least, we can actually start growing crops. That's probably going to be what we're going to do. We definitely need money, though. How much is it to relocate this?
Canal Uno. More than just El Presidente's favorite radio station. We... What does that say? Love! We love El Presidente with all our hearts.
Let's go and relocate this to here. Build a road down. No, we need a Teamsters dock, Teamsters port. Somewhere at least. There seems fine. Let's go ahead and build a road to... Here. Perfect. Okay. So that's good enough. Now then. We definitely need to start relocating as many people as possible. Let's get some of these ranches moved over as well. Oh, let's quick build you. Ah yes, this area is quite hospitable. Pasture prohibition. What is going on with this building? I guess we can quick build it, that's fine. And with the multicultural work mode, it should come out rather quite well in the end. We're gonna need a road down to here. And now we need is a couple more plantations, so... first off, let's check on the population. The numbers are pretty even, so we'll give it a bit of time before we actually go about building up more. But let's go ahead and... You know what? Kind of a waste of money, but let's actually relocate this 2 more spaces this way. And then we can simply come in and relocate this one to here. Extend this road down to here. Do something like that. And then come down again. and place one more here. Cool. So that all seems fine. Now we gotta do is, first off, let's go ahead and we do want to keep the population at least a little happy. So let's go ahead and relocate the chapel over here to them. Or well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a bit of partitioning of the land. We should also focus on industry as well a bit. We could just do rum. That seems fine. So let's go ahead and do plantation sugar. Yes. Okay, that should be fine. Let's click through, see what we got going on here. Cotton and rubber aren't too great here, but that should be okay in the end. Let's simply do a cocoa plantation here, and then let's do 2 sugar plantations like this. Banana? Pineapple. Let's do the pineapple here, and then banana here. So now we need is like 4 more here. Let's get tobacco down. Coffee can go here. Cotton and rubber are doing pretty bad. But I believe that's just about everything. And let's actually go through and simply pause all of these. And we'll unpause them as we need them. And we could even just stop here, honestly. That should be pretty fine in the end. So yeah, let's go ahead and pause there. What I want to do next is, let's relocate something like the tavern over here. Well, we're going to want to build up some housing. So I think what we'll do is a bit of flop houses. Let's keep them like that far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On around. Oh no. It's fine. We'll just deal with that. So that should be fine. And then let's go ahead and set up our first bit of flop housing. Let's go ahead and do urban development. And we can start putting down some flop houses. And do we even have... Oh, we do have at least one Teamster's office. Do we have another one over here? We do. Okay, so let's go ahead and relocate this one to here. And let's build just one more flop house for now. Should be fine. Okay. So everything should turn out pretty well. In the end, let's go ahead and demolish up all of this bunk housing. Let's relocate the chapel on over here. And I guess we can honestly do the clinic as well. Construction office can go as well.
Please reinforce your armies, Presidente. We have enemy.
Need your help, Presidente.
I honestly do kind of plan on building a bus garage in the end anyways, so we'll go ahead and do that. I never relocated the tavern, so let's do that now. Can do this one here. Throw in a nice little park for them. We can throw in some parks here. And yes, this should all turn out pretty well in the end, so it's going to take a bit of time. The island should be net positive, especially with these gold mines. It'll definitely just take a bit of time, but it should turn out alright in the end. So now what I want to do is actually, let's demolish all of these shacks in the hope that it's going to sort of encourage people to move away from here. We don't have really anything going on out here anyways, so don't want them hanging out on like an abandoned island. Cool. The textile mill. We never set up cotton, but that should be okay. Let's see how the llama ranches would do over here. Ooh, there's some good areas around here for the llama ranches as well, so we should be able to relocate the textile mill eventually.
Presidente, the workers have a request. They wish...
Everyone has friends, right, Prez? And it's right.
And we have a bunch of gold miners. That should be good. We should build up some housing for them, but I'm sort of hoping that they're going to move on over here anyways. Let's actually set up the bus garage now. And we'll set it up to pick people up like right around here, deliver them to the dock. So that people don't really need to like walk very slowly all the way to here, get in a boat right out here. And then we can probably do the edict, advanced boat services. And that'll get people moving even quicker to and from the mine, as well as delivering goods to and from the dock. And that'll all be very, very good for us. Let's see. The population go up. It did a bit, so let's go ahead and unpause one of these. We do not have too many workers here. But that should change with time. Let's actually quick build this one. And we're going to want to lowest budget multiculture. Do we have access? We do have access to agricultural subsidies, so let's go ahead and pick that up
The
now.
far.
Cool. So that's giving us efficiency of 66 here. Only 40 here. But as we get more and more of these plantations up and running, then we should see efficiencies around 100 at least, which will be pretty good. And then we can set up a rum distillery. We can move over our, what is it called? The textile mill. And we'll be in a pretty good spot industry-wise. So let's actually go into ×4 speed. You know what, let's bump this up to here for now. And yes, it looks kind of dire, but the big thing is that we're not spending a whole lot of money every month. We should still be producing at least some decent amount of money from exports. It'll take a bit of time to actually see this come to fruition though, but we got plenty of time. Let's see if we can do any imports from these guys. Steel import. Cool. So those should instantly complete, and that should push our relation with the Axes like over 90, hopefully. Let's actually request an alliance.
Excuse me, President.
We need to sabotage the allies, which we will do eventually. But for now, let's go ahead and ask for financial aid. Let's go ahead and send them some money back.
You're helping the Axis steal your own gold? Oh, I do so miss the days when God would simply rain fire and brimstone upon the wicked.
At least I'm not one of those miners suffering for the loot, covered in dirt, choking on sulfur fumes, looking forward to the next thrilling cave-in. For God's sake, Presidente, until your little Axis problem is sorted out, at least look after your miners. Have at least one gold mine with the upgrade canary. And we get one clinic for free. Cool. So that's a pretty good deal. Let's go ahead and pick up the canary upgrade.
Better than nothing, Presidente. Is that going to be your epitaph? Or do you plan to live forever?
Better than nothing. At least the miners are safer. Of course, I do not see the justice in letting the Axes take all this gold, but the Lord moves in mysterious ways, like Penultimo, after 3 margaritas. Okay. One clinic for free is really good, because what we can do is put this clinic somewhere around here. And we're going to want to actually, let's demolish up all of these roads. I do want this to look quite a bit better in the end. But we managed to sort of sort out our economy a bit. 12,000 here. And now I have a feeling that we're going to get an export to the Axes for gold eventually. So we'll give it a bit of time. It's October, 3 months until new deals. How are we doing on the population? More unemployed people, so let's go ahead and unpause the banana plantation. Lots of workers here. Tavern's looking good, chapel's looking good. Clinic's looking alright. Everything is looking good. Yeah, we're gonna want to actually make sure that we're demolishing all the shacks, and we want to try and do our best to make sure that no one lives in shacks near our plantations and stuff, because it is going to decrease fertility nearby due to pollution. So we want to make sure that our flop houses are fully up and running and functional and people are living in them. And we're just going to want to do our best to demolish any shacks out here, at least until we have all of the flop houses up and running. Now what we gotta do is keep on producing and exporting this gold on out of here. And it would probably be a good idea to get the Employee of the Month upgrade. It costs 350 per month, but the mines are going to be more industrious as well as our industry buildings. And so because our industry buildings are going to be all in the lowest budgets, getting everyone to work quite a bit longer would be pretty good. Pull another flop house up and running. The next plantation's up and running here, multiculture. So that one's at 55, this one's at 76, this one's at 50. Selective breeding, let's go and pick that up for the corn. Free percentages. Okay, things are looking alright. 14,000 here, all the steel, and I think we imported coffee. We're selling that back.
I don't know about
out.
you, Presidente, but I woke up.
Agricultural subsidies levels up, so that's pretty good because this edict will increase the cost of all of your agricultural buildings, but it'll also increase their efficiency, right? So leveling this edict up is going to make the efficiency bonus bigger, which is good, and it's also going to make the upkeep bonus debuff. It's going to make it cheaper, so that's very, very good for us. We definitely want to have that leveled up sooner rather than later. So now let's see what the numbers are looking like now. We have 80% here, 53%, 58%, all pretty good. Now that we have the bus garage up and running, let's go with the lowest. Actually, we'll leave it on the medium budget. And let's send the starting bus stop to this side. Oh no, the terrain's too uneven for it. Oh, we can do here, that's fine. Place the ending bus stop here. Perfect.
Our comrades rejoice in your support, President.
Let's take the 5K. We definitely need that money. Ooh, because we're sort of doing like more of a poor island, we can definitely do a fisherman's wharf. Ooh, right here would actually be really, really good. Let's go ahead and do that. How's the numbers looking like? Let's go ahead and pause this building actually. Give it a bit of time. Cool. There's all that money that we invested in relation earlier. Paid back to us. Let's look at trade routes. We're getting some pretty decent numbers from the axes, which is good. We're producing corn, so let's go ahead and choose a maxed out. Wait. We have access to the customs office. I do want to get this now. That would be really good. That would be really, really, really good. Let's do it. Okay. Just for now, let's put this here, I guess. Whoa. That's crazy. Leave it on Priority doesn't really matter unless you have multiple buildings being constructed at the same time.
Can you believe that was just a small volcano? Heaven help us if Mount Kraken itself blows its top.
But I'm sure you're planning ahead. After all, it's hard to rule over a populace consisting entirely of small, sooty stains on the asphalt. Of course, you'd plan to fight the fires. Oh, who am I kidding? Pass the bottle, Presidente. Build a fire station, and we get 10 immigrants. Cool. So we will try and do that pretty soon. And we definitely want college-educated people to work on over in the customs office. I believe all these people will be guaranteed to vote for us as well, which would be pretty cool. And having the customs office, and because they're part of like our little island where I don't mind if people are rich, that means that, what's it called, we'll be able to have their budgets maxed out. So these people should be making pretty good money. Let's go ahead and build up our first bit of roads over here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. I like the way that looks. Looks pretty good to me, and we can relocate some, what's it called, over here. You know what, we have urban development still active, so let's actually just simply build an apartment complex here. Cool. And so now we'll have the customs office, we'll have an apartment complex here, and I kind of want to do normal houses though. Yeah, let's do normal houses. You know what, we could even do mansions. Yes. These guys are making a wage of 20. They're all only well off though. I'm gonna fire anyone who doesn't make a rich wage, honestly. And we'll build some like normal housing, I guess, on this side. Population numbers still under the total employed amount. Let's give it a bit of time then. Just want to make sure that there is no shacks springing on up. We have a free clinic as well, so let's actually go ahead and place
Concerned
that.
about foreign trade putting you out of a job? Fear not. The customs office is here to protect you by monitoring international trade.
Cool. And so once the customs office is fully functional, stuff like corn, this number will be quite a bit better. If we find gold, that'll be up as well, which will be really good. And then imports from them, we can't actually affect imports, I don't think. Yeah, we don't have access to researching the, what's it called, customs office until the Cold War, which I don't even think this mission will make it to. But either way, we definitely want people to work here. We don't have access to the upgrades as well. So really all we have is to simply stimulate exports, giving us better deals on exports. But that's all fine and dandy. Rich, well off, fire, well off, fire. So we have 2 rich people here, which is good. No rich people there. Only well off people here, and a poor person here, poor person there. Okay. 9,000. Not crazy money. Now we have rich people living here. Cool. So this little mansion should net us some decent amount of money every month, which is good. We have our first customs office worker. We're losing like 1,500, I think, a month, so we definitely need to try and get that sorted out soon. Let's go ahead and set up yet another mansion. And you know what, I reckon we could probably get away with at least one more. And then let's set up just a couple of normal houses over here on this end. Cool. So all of these houses, all of this rent money that we'll be making should be pretty beneficial in the end. Let's try and hire in as many foreign workers as possible here right at the end.
Presidente, you know I never eavesdrop, but I must tell you what I overheard.
There was an incident in the mines, Presidente. While the safety systems were being installed, someone snuck in and planted a cartoonish amount of TNT. The mine collapsed, though suspiciously only after the miners had been lured away with a trail of chocolate. We have a saboteur, Presidente.
I have a problem, Presidente. A saboteur has been harassing the miners, who whisper of the Iscan curse. I dislike superstition, Presidente, and I dislike problems.
The gold shipments must continue. The only curse the men need fear is my temper, which, like Mount Kraken, threatens to erupt, but only if my iron will is compromised. I shall not tolerate saboteurs, Presidente. You have my word. Cool, so I had a feeling that we were going to lose one of the mines, but that's fine. We can simply set up 2 more. Let's go and put one there, and I reckon one here, and then we'll need to set up a Teamsters port. Somewhere we could do here. We have just enough money to guarantee that we can simply set
Atomic
that up.
bombs. Fact or fiction?
There's a volcano erupting, Presidente, in case you hadn't noticed. Happy? It's a physical symptom of the greed in your soul. Or something.
But the volcano's nowhere near your palace, so I suppose there's no particular hurry, huh? No problem. Enjoy the rest of that prosperously large cigar before you evacuate the people. Or, and this is just an idea, hurry up and save their lives. Evacuate immediately, no evacuation. We'll do no evacuation. Holy cow.
Mining gold under an active volcano, supervised by the Axis. What a thoroughly safe situation you have arranged, Presidente.
You know what would make it even safer? Guard towers on Kraken Island, just to keep watch over the volcano, of course, in case it wanders off. I trust our Axis friends implicitly and enjoy watching them take the gold, but we can't be too careful in such volatile situations. Don't you agree? So I have 3 guard towers. These towers must be built on Kraken Island. And we get a blueprint for the army base, which is pretty neat.
The smog from the volcano makes it hard to see, Presidente, and an army needs to see things. It's called spying.
But here we may kill 2 choking birds with 1 well-aimed factory. Let us package the smog into convenient cans. This removes the pollution and also creates a weapon to blow up the sky. I know you like it when we blow stuff up, Presidente. So we need to have a cannery, which we have the goods necessary to fuel a cannery. And then we need to produce canned goods, so that seems fine. Let's go back into ×1 speed for the time being. We definitely need to make a bit more money. I spent all of our money before I could hire in even more foreign workers. But for now, what we can do is look to set something up. Steel, tobacco, wool. We lost the only good trade route that I really wanted. But that should be fine. We can import iron. That'll net us 8,000, but that's too many units for me to be happy with. We should do this, though, honestly. Just this one. Oh, no.
No word yet from the palace on how El Presidente ended the volcanic eruptions. But fist fight with giant lava monster is hotly tipped.
Cool. So that's been fine. We still only have 2 workers there, which isn't great. But now all of our mansions are completely filled, which is really, really good. Makes me quite happy to see. Oh no, what happened here? All these people left the mansion. I think they ended up moving away to over here. So now the rent should help out quite a bit. Let's go ahead and pause any of the houses that we're not like explicitly using. And let's actually pause this mansion up as well. Okay, that all seems fine. In 8 months we can ask the Axes for more money, which will definitely help out quite a bit. How are our numbers looking? Unemployed, vacant jobs. Let's go ahead and unpause another plantation. No one wants to work in this clinic over here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pause it then for now. And that all seems good. Numbers aren't looking too great currently, but it should get better as time goes on. Go with lowest budget, profit protocol. Teamster Sports coming along. Trade route completed, nice. Made a bit of money there. Let's go ahead and hire in the last 2 workers. Oh, we don't have enough. Agricultural subsidies levels up, so that's going to be more net profit for us in the end, which is good. I would really enjoy having one more worker in here before we decide to set up any trade deals. Import canned goods. This rum deal's pretty good because we are going to produce rum in the end. Tobacco, wool. We definitely need to choose stuff that we are producing like right now though. We have cocoa, I believe, so that'll be a good one. How much money are we producing? Not a whole lot. We might just have to wait until we ask the Axes for money. Five new people moved on. We have cocoa around here somewhere, right? Oh, yes. Cool. Multicultural. I haven't demolished shacks in a while. Let's go ahead and do that. Checking in our numbers, 89, 90, 90, 111, 69, 89, cool. These numbers are looking pretty good. Hopefully we're not running into like logistics issues. That could be kind of annoying. We are. Let's go ahead and bump these guys up to at least the middle budget, and we'll change this to loose load limit for the time being. Or we'll go with this budget here. And that should help out at least a little bit. We don't have money for really anything else. We simply have to wait to ask the Axes for money, which we can do now. Okay, perfect. Okay. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and buy in the last person for that. And then let's actually set up yet another Teamster's office. Let's set this one up here. And then, honestly, we should do yet another one. Could do this one here. I don't hate that. And I kind of want to quick build these. It's 1,000 each, but it's going to be really important that we're actually getting the goods pushed out to get us money. Let's do loose load limit on both of them because we're going with a lower budget. So this house is completely full, so let's unpause one of them at least. And we're just hoping that the mansions stay functioning. And there we go. This customs office is completely full. This means that it's time to start doing trade deals. And we're going to take really anything that we're producing. Are we producing tobacco? No, just the 3 food types and cocoa. 3 food types, cocoa. Let's actually unpause the Fisherman's Wharf. Okay. Wool.
The voice of Tropico reminds all citizens to be vigilant, eat sparingly, and buy war bonds. Victory depends upon the size of the palace treasury.
We are gonna do canned goods eventually anyways, but it's gonna take a bit of time. Let's go profit protocol. Lowest budget. Okay. We can't praise them yet. Oh, we don't even have enough money for it. But now hopefully we should see some more money coming in, because we're actually starting to get the goods out, hopefully. Yes. Which is definitely ideal. Of course. Urban development's ended, which kind of sucks. It means that we're going to have to pay full price for all of our goods. But that shouldn't be too big of an issue, and already we're starting to net some pretty decent profit. One more month to go until we get our best deals, or we get another set of deals. So let's wait this 1 month out and see if we can actually start getting good deals. Good trade routes. Cotton, planks, tobacco. Ooh, bananas? No, that's importing bananas. Let's actually unpause a tobacco plantation and set up a tobacco export. If we have a tobacco plantation, I hope we do. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's go ahead and set this up for the... Oh no, why is it only 16%? It's supposed to be higher than that. Is it because they're not super happy with us? Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and do this. And that. Okay, that should be fine. That definitely sucks quite a bit. We're only getting like mediocre trade routes for now. And we're not going to be above the positive here.
Did you know that a full third of the disciples were fishermen, Presidente? That's 4 times as many as were anti-Roman terrorists.
Anyway, I need a boat. I'm not going to say that it's not for fishing. I might do some fishing while I wait. It's entirely possible. I might knit. But I'll definitely be keeping an eye on those Axie freighters and their cargoes of stolen gold. 1 plantation for free. Cool.
Have you heard about the saboteur, Presidente? There's a rumor that the Axis are being harassed by a TNT-toting penguin.
That's ridiculous. Even if the penguin could plant the charge, how would it strike the match to light the fuse, eh? Anyhow, the Axis ships are a tiny bit sunk, and it seems that the Tropican seamen escaped with their lives, so that was a good night's work by somebody. Cool. Not terribly worried by that. Let's look at the population. Yeah, we need to wait a bit to sort of get more jobs up and running. But we did do... No, we didn't do any trade routes yet. So we're going to have to wait another 5 whole months. 9 whole months. Pretty much another entire year before we actually... What's it called? Oh, another house is full, so let's unpause this one. Let's demolish these shacks on up. And this should mean that people will hopefully move into this house here. Anyone who's poor, we have to kick off this island. $12,000, nice. So now we're starting to like see some real profit here. Rich, rich, good, good, good. Rich, 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 rich. Well off, well off, well off, well off. Well off's alright.
You are looking cheerful today, Presidente. Quite unlike someone who had disappointed the most feared officer in the Axis.
I need more men, so I can shout at them. Though I seem calm, Presidente, I am certainly not calm. I am holding my tremendous rage only through my indefatigable will. At least it would be indefatigable if I wasn't so tired all the time. Okay, so we need more soldiers. Let's go ahead and set up all of the guard towers then. This doesn't seem too expensive, and we only need 3 of them. So let's do potentially one here, and then maybe one more there. So that seems fine. That's gonna give us what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9 more soldiers, and then we can set up, I believe we get the army base blueprint for free. And then we'll set up an actual army base eventually at some point.
And now, a message from El Presidente. Buy war bonds. They help us win the war, and you can win fabulous prizes.
I do have a kind of a good idea for money. Let's go ahead and set this up. Let's put it on high priority. You know, let's just quick build it. And what I want to do is actually go with the max budget, and let's put this on penny saver. So that should net us some pretty good money as time goes on. Only well off, which sucks. It's actually fire. Let's hire in new people for that. Just so that they come in and they're guaranteed to be rich, which means that we'll be able to unpause this mansion. Hopefully, at least. We'll probably even be able to... Let's simply unpause them now.
The new guard towers are excellent, Presidente. They still have that new guard tower smell.
As I was inspecting the installations, I did happen to see a suspicious shadow dance upon a wall. Was it the saboteur? I cannot be sure, for in the blink of an eye, gone. The songs the people are singing must be true, Presidente. The saboteur is some kind of guardian angel. 11K coming in. Did we get new trade deals? We did. And I believe we are, yes, we're at maxed out happiness, the relation with the axes. So that's really, really good for us. Hides, are we producing hides? I think we are, right? Oh man, I let these go on for a long time over here. It's definitely going to drag down efficiency quite a bit. But that's fine. Let's unpause a tobacco plantation. Now we're getting way too many jobs and not enough people moving on to the island, which definitely isn't amazing. But this means that we will be able to set up a tobacco deal at least. Let's go ahead and do the maxed out deal there. And this should get constructed up pretty quickly. Both of these flop houses are full, so I should try and build up more pretty soon. Nice, so we have plenty of money there. Let's go ahead and do urban development again. And here we can do flop houses, so let's build up just a couple. That should be good. A new plantation coming in. 10 new people moved onto the island. That's good. Many of those were these people here. That's on penny saver.
The saboteur has not returned, and the gold shipments go well. But, as the Chancellor says, when things look good, it is time to plan for failure.
I've yet to meet the saboteur who could outrun a machine gun, Presidente. I speak of the kind of gun that fires so many bullets so quickly that it is like a horizontal rain. I squeak for joy when a burly man fires one. Please obtain me some. So we need to produce 2,000 weapons, and we get a new export for weapons with the axes. That'll be really good. And do we have access to... We do have access to the trading post. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually really, really, really good for us. So it'll take a bit of time, but we should be able to really mix things up here. See, all these houses are full, and they're all being influenced by the newspaper. So this means that we should be making kind of a lot of money off of each of these houses, because as we can see here, we're making almost $70 a month off of each full mansion, and then, you know, around $10 a month from a mansion that only has one family living in it. And then each of these normal houses is netting us like 40 almost 40 if they're full. And then on top of that, the newspaper is netting us at least some money. The more houses we get that are full in this area, the more money that we'll be making off of that. Teamsters Port broke a long time ago. It's not great. And I do want to... Oh wow, look, this has been just like filling up with so much money this entire time. So we can do an export for cloth as well, which here one is. So we should try and do that. Oh, we had enough deals for that, so that's great. That's really good for us. Building is broken. We should just pause this power plant, but no, this needs it, right? No, this doesn't need it. This power plant is literally not doing anything, right? Yeah, we should just pause that. We should have paused that a long time ago. That's $10,000 that we would have had right now. If I would have paused it from the very beginning. So not great. There's also a grocery way over here, and I reckon that the entire island is like coming all the way over here for their food needs. So we should relocate this to here. All of these
The citizens are demanding
cool.
elections, Presidente.
I'll deliver an amazing speech. Let's focus on, I suppose, our fun, happiness, praise of faction. We'll do communist, blame someone, no one, promise an improvement, nothing.
My friends, you are the dedicated ones, for whom no hardship is too great. True Tropicans, your tribulations shall be rewarded. With just
They call me the broker. They call me... A few opportunities came up. Nothing illegal. Well, nothing that can be proven to break any laws.
Oh, so I'm curious. For some reason, I thought... Yeah, I got this completely backwards. We'll still keep going with it. Employees of government buildings vote for Presidente, regardless of their approval. The issue here is that... What's it called? This still means that everyone's allowed to vote, but only these people are going to be guaranteed to vote. So we should change it over to wealthy citizens vote as soon as possible. This is kind of bad. It's actually really bad. We need some money, and we're going to need to do not wealth tax. Oh, we don't even have access to tax cut. This is really, really, really quite bad. We might have to, no, we don't have to cheat this first election. We should be able to barely win it. I hope at least. We should have actually like blamed one of the superpowers just to guarantee that we're doing a little bit better than we're not. And then this Teamsters port, something's broken about it, and I don't know if we're going to be able to repair it. I don't think it's usable in its current state. So now these, like, all this cloth is simply just stuck here. That really is quite bad, but maybe we can ask Baxies for money. And let's actually do this. Let's do a Teamsters port. Let's just do another one. Let's quick build that one, and then let's simply demolish this one. So now hopefully those goods can get out. Hopefully, and then let's actually go ahead and relocate this grocery to here. Perfect. And then I should try and focus on getting all of these goods over here, all of this stuff moved over. We actually have a coal plant, which is nice. Let's go ahead and relocate it to here as well. That seems fine. Do we have access to any iron nearby? There's iron way out here. And then there's nickel way over here. So it's going to be kind of a mission to get all of the goods we need to produce the weapons. So it'll definitely take a bit of time. We could also just import what we need from potentially like the Axes. Or really anyone. I don't think it's too much of an issue who we import it from. Any more good deals? We have the cloth, we have cloth and tobacco. Corn, that's a really good one. Let's go ahead and sign that. pineapple. And we should build up a new industry building. We should build the tannery as soon as possible to guarantee that we're actually making way more money off of all of the hides that we're producing. I think we're gonna have to wait a bit to let our vacant jobs sort of tamp down a bit. This has probably been on monoculture this entire time, which isn't great. Yeah, so efficiency is way down to like 10. And if we look at what's it called? Soil degradation. Oh, it's only up to 4. That's not bad. But it's down to 10. It says we have insufficient support here, but I have a feeling that we're going to win this election. It's going to be close, but I think we'll win it. Ooh, maybe not. There's not a whole lot that I can do to fix this, though. Maybe we can spend a bit of money bribing people. Let's go and bribe this faction leader. The religious faction. We'll bribe the religious faction leader. And then let's bribe the communist faction leader.
I came to see you as soon as...
So that potentially gave us slightly the upper hand there. Lost quite a bit of money. But hopefully that lets us win the election. However, slimly. We'll get this 10% to go up quite a bit more once we unpause and get these fully worked in. Wow, look at that. We made 30,000. So thank goodness. Oh no. Percentages shot down quite harshly there. Let's bribe you as well, and then let's bribe you as well.
Oh, we see these days.
This is really the only option that I have. It's going to be so close. We might actually lose this mission here. Let's increase everyone's jobs and stuff for now. In the hopes that it will bump us back up.
I'm sure the good citizens
Oh no,
of
we can just
Tropico
cheat.
intend to vote for you, Presidente. I myself intend to vote for you.
Yeah, let's just
docks
cheat.
were attacked by the saboteur, and the Axis are in disarray. One person would need some pretty serious backup to pull that off.
This saboteur has certainly caught the imagination of the people, Presidente. A new 4-color comic book is in production, or so I'm told. Captain Penguin. He battles the Axis with 2 flippers of Fighting Fury, a novel-length adventure in every issue. Cool. Don't know what that means, but alright. So now we can actually bump everything back down. Oh no. Let's bump this up and then go down. Go down to the lowest budget here. Let's go with the lowest budget on these. Lowest budget on those. Actually, let's go second lowest budget on all of those. We'll leave the Fisherman's Wharf all the way up, and let's actually get Fishing Dredge. We can go with the lowest budget on all of these. Perfect. So now, because we're cheating the election, I can simply change the constitution to only allow the wealthy, which are all living here, to vote. Yes, and they should be quite a bit happier.
Please excuse me.
Oh, the what's it called?
So
Bribes.
good to see
The bribes were gonna take some time anyways, so kind of unfortunate. Bunch of well-off people here. Alternatively, what I could do is actually build. What are our numbers looking like? Let's actually go ahead and quick build all of these on up. And then let's unpause them. And then let's change everything to multicultural. So this should go up. It's at 30%. Not terrible, but definitely not great. And then let's simply hire in a bunch of workers for these sugar plantations. As well as this coffee plantation. Might as well. And then what we can do is simply come in and build up a rum distillery around here. Get a road moving down on this way to there. Perfect. Now, Can we get a rum deal? I shouldn't have actually cheated this election. I think we would have made it anyways. If we can get a rum deal, I'll be pretty happy here though.
Victory is yours, Presidente. I knew that you would succeed, and not just because I personally filled in all the ballots, then counted them.
What really does suck though is that our support's gonna go down quite a bit.
is delighted to report that El Presidente has declared victory. Viva El Presidente, the clear winner of this utterly above-board election.
Only wealthy citizens vote, and that'll keep our support up quite a bit. That should be fine.
Nice weather.
Yeah, he ended up voting for us. This one guy here.
Can I help you?
This person voted for us.
You look kind of familiar.
This person probably voted for us, I think.
I am sorry, not today, please.
This person voted for us. Okay, so all the people here voted for us, so our support shouldn't tank too hard. So yeah, what I should have done from the very beginning was actually had this on only wealthy citizens vote. Definitely would have been quite a bit better. We got new trade routes. Let's see what we got here. We have rum. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Let's go ahead and pick that one on up. And let's go into times 4 speed. And let's actually go into trade. Let's turn off sugar. We don't want to be selling away our sugar. We want to keep it on the island, and we want to turn it into rum. Cool, cool. Let's max out the budget here. And we're getting some rich and well-off families out here now. And you know what I think I'm going to do is actually let's fire all these people and then simply hire in new people for that. And we could probably get away with building one more mansion. And potentially we'll do like normal houses, like all the way on one side is what I'm thinking. So let's do that, and then that. And then we can throw in some parks very quickly. Cool. So that looks good to me. Any other good trade routes? Meat, hides, cotton, cocoa. We could do cocoa. Can we ask these guys for more money? No. We could do cocoa though. Canned goods, boats. We'll just give it a bit of time for now. $6,000, $8,000, that seems fine. Would be pretty nice to get a gold trade route, and I have a feeling that no one wants to work in these mines, so they're always going to be completely understaffed. So let's go ahead and just hire in foreign workers. So yeah, now we're starting to get to the point where all of our jobs are filled in, our mega plantation's set up, and all on multicultural looking good. We also have the Fisherman's Wharf up and running. Let's turn off allow local consumption on all of these. Should no longer need that. Let's also go through, demolish any shacks that are spawning in here. So this all on ×1 speed. Cool, so this is giving us pretty good numbers here. Plenty of flop housing going on.
An ordinary man would be very happy with the gold you have delivered, Presidente. But the Chancellor is no ordinary man.
It is not about the amount of gold which is satisfactory, nor the color. It is an excellent golden color. Much is expected, but the Chancellor really has set his heart on the cursed treasure of the Izca, Presidente. It has applications as a weapon, you see, so let us dig deeper. However, we are hitting an hour long in this first episode, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end our first episode here. It was pretty fun. This is a nice little mission, and it was a pretty decent setup. I did make one major oof, which was having the Constitution on open ballot elections. I definitely should have had it on wealthy citizens vote. I guess if you were going to do open ballot elections, what you would want to do is mainly have government and finance buildings. So I'm not sure how exactly that would work. Potentially like nothing but offices could work. Offices and police stations and just mainly these. But anyways, yeah, it was a pretty fun little mission. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the 100% Tropico series, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.
My word, this island certainly has a volcano problem. God's plan for global central heating wasn't one of his best.